Georgia. Georgia sits at a strategic crossroads between Europe and Asia. Black Sea beaches and the soaring Caucasus Mountain range are just some of the country's natural charms. But it is Georgia's strategic location on the ancient Silk Road trade route, which has had neighboring countries and empires eyeing the destination for centuries. Turkey, Russia and the former Persian Empire all wanted a slice of the Georgian cake. Later, Russia annexed the country in the 19th century. It was only much later that Georgia gained its independence from the Soviet Union. Georgians call their country Sakartvelo. The name consists of two parts, Kartvel, which refers to an inhabitant of the central Georgian region of Kartli, and the circumfix Sao stands for a general geographic identification meaning land where the Kartveli live. There are multiple theories as to where the English name of the country originated, but most support a connection to St. George and agree that the name is derived from the Persian and Turkish version of the name George, Gorj, and Gurju, which was itself derived from the Russian word Gruzia. The Georgian language is one of the most unique languages in the world and boasts its own alphabet. Though Georgian script has taken multiple forms, respectively Asymptovrali, Nuskuri and Mtrali, the latter is the standard 33-letter script used by modern Georgians today. Asymptovrali and Nuskuri are solely used by the Georgian Orthodox Church. Interestingly, though, Standard Georgian is based on the Kartvelian dialect, one of 14 existing unique scripts in the Georgian alphabet. The name of the country's current capital, Tbilisi, is largely derived from an Old Georgian word Tbili, for warm. The city foundation myth notes that when King Vakhtang I of Iberia's Falcon fell into a natural hot spring during a hunt, he was so impressed by the find that he cleared the forest and built the city of Tbilisi on that exact spot. There are 3 Georgian cultural sites listed on UNESCO's World Heritage List: the ancient city and former capital, Metsketa, Gelati Monastery, and the mountainous region of Upper Svaneti. The Georgian Jewish community was one of the oldest communities in the country. It is worth noting that Georgian Jews have 2,600 years of history, whereas Ashkenazi Jews emigrated to Georgia in the 19th century following Russian annexation. Currently, as a result of a major wave of immigration in the 1990s, a large majority of Georgian Jews now reside in Israel. Metsketa and Kutaisi, both former capitals of Georgia, are among Europe's oldest cities. Kutaisi served as the capital of the United Kingdom of Georgia from 1008 CE to 1122 CE and as the capital of the Emiratian Kingdom from the 15th century until 1810 CE. Meanwhile, Metsketa is most widely known as the capital of the early Georgian Kingdom of Iberia and the place where Georgia adopted Christianity in 326 CE. Georgia has been producing wine for 8,000 years and is considered to be the birthplace of winemaking. This discovery was entirely accidental. Georgians found that if grape juice was poured in large earthenware vessels, called kfevri, and buried underground over winter, it would turn into wine. UNESCO has listed the traditional Georgian winemaking method, through the use of kfevri, on its Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list. Georgia has almost every type of climate, from subtropical and alpine to semi-desert, but its land is also conducive to agriculture, with 49 different types of soil. This makes the Georgian biosphere one of the most ecologically diverse on Earth. Though a wide variety of species can be found all over the country, dense forests cover 43% and are populated by animals such as lynxes, bears and a small number of leopards. Georgia has its own otherworldly cave town, Virgia, a fortress monastery palace complex carved out of and under the Uresheti mountain in the south. In the 13th century, Georgia's Queen Tamar ordered the construction of the site as a refuge against the raiding Mongol Empire. Upon completion, it boasted a staggering 13 levels of 6,000 rooms, complete with bakery, church and wine cellars, a self-sustaining irrigation system and royal apartments. Sadly, just a century later, an earthquake destroyed more than 2/3 of the city.